It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to Game 1 of the NBA season, along with Shaquille O'Neal.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. We'll be catching up in a bit from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We have an interconference showdown here in Phoenix, where the Suns will be playing host. And by virtue of the NBA schedule, their first game of the new year is against Miami. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split. So here's Miami's starting group. We've got Prince. Curry is out there with Gary Harris. Then there's Harris. And it's Olynyk in at the 5. Now here's Olynyk. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. A big matchup tonight. Teams from separate conferences that share a lot of history between them. Doris, what are some of your favorite NBA rivalries of this kind?
Well, I think historically, certainly you've got to look at the Celtics-Lakers when it was Bird versus Magic. Currently, I'd have to look at the Golden State Warriors and Cavs. 3 straight trips to the NBA Finals with all the chips in at the center of the table.
Now Curry. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Curry dishes to Harris. Passes it to Olynyk. Clock at 6. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, Kelly Olynyk, remember, out of Gonzaga, a great college program. This is a 7-footer with guard skills, and no coincidence. He played guard before a growth spurt in high school, and that turned him into the big man that he is now.
And Olynyk, Doris, with the complete complement of skills.
Well, that's the key, Kevin. This guy can attack closeouts. He can make things happen off the bounce. Very rare to see a 7-footer with that kind of skill.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, think about it. Last season, the Suns played at the 2nd highest pace in the NBA. It is exactly what the franchise wants to do. They want to get out and run in the open floor, push it wherever they can.
Now here's Bledsoe. Pass to Lamb. There's a screen by Cantor. Back to Bledsoe from downtown. Drills the three-pointer.
Not always the most consistent perimeter threat, but Bledsoe makes the defense pay on this one.
And talking about the pace of this Suns team, Doris, you can't help but think back to the 7 seconds or less era Suns, led by Steve Nash.
Well, perhaps one of the most entertaining groups to watch in the history of the NBA, certainly. The way they could explode on the offensive end and the level of unselfishness. That team was a special era for Suns fans.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
Here's Portis. And Lamb kicks to Bledsoe. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Leonard against Prince. Shoots from the baseline. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now here's Curry from the arc. Rebounded by Lamb. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. And guys, do you agree that they have to put the emphasis on their defense here early on?
I do. I think it's a great idea to play to your strengths, and defense is a strong suit for this group.
Well, it's something that they have considered their signature. The defensive end of the floor is something they bring every single game.
And here is Curry following Jeremy Lamb's 3. There's the feed to Prince. He dishes it to Harris. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Cantor. There's the pick. Over in the corner, Lamb. Another three for Phoenix.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Harris with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Screen by Olynyk. Here's Curry with the three. That one doesn't drop.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
Well, I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was...
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Suns lead by 2. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this. And work ethic, a big part of Steph Curry's success as he...
There's obviously ways that you can get better as a...
And he's certainly become not only a complete player, but the kind of true star guys that every team is looking to build around.
You know, when he was drafted, Steph was viewed by most scouts as a great shooter. Not a centerpiece, but boy, were they wrong.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
You just try to keep riding this wave, right? They've been absolutely dominant from three-point territory.
Bledsoe is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Portis in at the 4. That's who's out there for Phoenix. On offense, here are the Heat. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench, a great array of post moves to pick from.
Olynyk has the open look. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Olynyk's got 7 points in the game.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Neither team wants to give an inch. This is fun. Both teams trying desperately to seize the momentum.
Bledsoe against Curry. Bledsoe kicks to Lamb. Over Harris. No good from Lamb. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. No good on the 3.
Boy, despite the miss, he did a really good job shaking himself completely free from the defense.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
We wouldn't call him a mid-range specialist, but if you give Bledsoe any room, he will pop it in your eye.
Olynyk, a screen on Bledsoe. Curry kicks to Olynyk. Good ball movement here by the Heat. For 3, Harris. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Curry against Bledsoe. Kicks it to Lamb. There's a screen by Kanter. Lamb up top. He's got 6. That shot is off. Now the Heat take it the other way. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the half. Curry kicks to Prince. Now here's Olynyk. He has 7. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. 8 points for Steph Curry.
Well, his touch from beyond the arc is unparalleled. It is safe to say Steph Curry will go down as one of the greatest shooters in NBA history.
Here's the screen. Kanter sets the pick for Leonard. Off the screen. Oh!
Wow. Say, Winter demonstrating what a good teammate this guy is. He's selfless enough to give up his body.
Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Dishes it to Prince. Harris passes to Prince. Back to Harris. He had stolen by Lamb. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Leonard on the wing. Misses the three. For Miami, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Curry's shot is off. Leonard against Prince, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Miami called for the foul.
And only the 15th pick back when he was drafted, Leonard was projected to become a starter, but never a superstar.
And he can't hit the second. Now Curry from deep three-point range. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's a close.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that?
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. Kenny, so that'll do it for now.
The sun pounding down on the buildings of downtown Phoenix as we welcome you back. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. One guy who's been getting it done so far. Miami trailing. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Miami. Prince out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Gary Harris. Then it's Curry. And it's Olynyk in at the 5 spot. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard has become a go-to scorer, but his focus still starts at the defensive end. He said, my mindset is the same every game. Whoever I'm playing against, I go in and try to stop their best scorer and then try to get myself going on the offensive end. Kevin?
And David, that's what you get with Kawhi. Mr. Consistency, one of the best two-way players in the game.
It's interesting to watch how Eric Bledsoe plays the point guard position, right? You think he has played with some great point guards in his career. Teammates with John Wall in college and learned from Chris Paul his first few seasons in the NBA.
5 on the clock. For 3, Harris. Harris missing again. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass to Bledsoe. Feeds it to Leonard. To the middle. Got a piece of it. He kicks to Cantor. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And the shot falls short this time. You know, Doris, with Bledsoe, you can see his former point guard pairings and how he plays. Wall with his speed and how he approaches the game like CP3.
Well, and Eric Bledsoe is very quick to credit Chris Paul for learning to play the point guard position at an NBA level. Paul could demonstrate certain things, and Bledsoe would follow in his footsteps. You love that kind of mentorship.
Releases from 15. Phoenix, no good that time either. Or Miami, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. That puts them in the lead. Prince has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Miami. The Suns trailing. Here's Bledsoe. 5 points in the game. And there's the pass to Portis. Here's the screen. And Leonard gets it to go.
I think everyone expecting Bledsoe to perhaps force the issue, but he keeps his poise and finds the open man.
Curry against Bledsoe. And that's Prince, that time on the assist by Curry. Prince has got it all tied up now for Miami. Bledsoe dishes to Lamb. Steps back and fires. Here's Portis, fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
The Suns have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And the free throw, no good.
And probably the prime memories with the Heat have to be from the Big Three era. I mean, the team has done a great job of transitioning from that era to this current one, but classic example for me of reloading versus rebuilding.
Clock at 4, and here's Harris from the arc. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Olynyk's got 9 points.
You know this, Kevin. Olynyk has a terrific motor. He's always been a high-energy guy who makes things happen.
Leonard kicks to Lamb. Cantor with a screen on Harris. Here's Lamb. And the layup's good off the glass. Lamb's got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns. And Greg, credit the Miami Heat front office and coaching staff for continuing to keep this team competitive despite losing several Hall of Fame type players in the last couple of years.
And that is never an easy task for a franchise to go through. But the Heat have stayed in the competitive picture with smart signings and trades, and don't discount the impact Eric Spoelstra has had on that roster.
Well, what a terrific option he is for them. Really puts a ton of stress on an opponent.
They set the pick. There's a screen by Cantor. And here's Leonard from 3. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
All right, put together 3 or 4 stops in a row.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. They've got Enes Kanter. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Portis. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. The dish to Lamb. Kanter with a screen on Harris. And Lamb kicks to Kanter. Portis. And it's Miami with the rebound. Curry with it. He's picked up by Lamb. Harris outside. Right side Curry. Stolen by Bledsoe. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Portis, the pass to Kanter. And here's Leonard from 3. Again, Leonard missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Harris misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Bledsoe against Curry. Shoots from 12. Shot's good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Phoenix. Curry kicks to Olynyk. Harris with it. He's picked up by Lamb. Olynyk sets a screen for Harris. Shot clock at 5. To take the lead. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Heat lead by 1.
And in a game this tight, a few plays either way can start to turn the tide.
No, exactly. When it's this close, both teams are fighting hard. This is what you want to see.
And Olynyk kicks to Harris. Leonard against Prince. He feeds it to Olynyk. And it's off from three-point range. Suns have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. There's a screen by Cantor. And Lamb kicks to Portis. Passes it to Leonard. Connects on the 17-footer. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overturned in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Screen by Olynyk. Harris dishes to Curry. No good from outside. Suns have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Bledsoe. And it's a 3-point Phoenix lead.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Pulls up on the wing. A putback connects. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Bledsoe passes to Lamb. The feed to Leonard. Over Prince. Kept alive. Goes back up. Sinks it.
And he's just putting the team on his back when he's needed most.
Don't you just love to see that confidence when taking these big shots?
Timeout called, the Heat. They're trailing by 3. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
So during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Harris. Launches it. Gets the ball.
Well, score, distributor, it does not matter. Steph Curry is a monster. What a pass there.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Cantor kicks to Bledsoe. Shot and game clock separated by 5. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's the screen. Fires the 3. Can't knock in the 3. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And he commits the intentional foul. Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You know, the amazing part for me, Kevin, is if Steph Curry had managed to have an NBA career half as good as his father's, he still would have been a major success story. But he's gone so far beyond that and become the penultimate superstar.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Here's Lamb. And again, it's the Suns missing. And so it's Miami winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled.
All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next.
Gary Harris got that Kevin Love stat line.